hamburger balls if you can eat the meat. So tonight they're over there cooking what, Louisiana gumbo.
I don't know.
You wouldn't believe. Anyway, Anthony called me today and said he was coming down here, but his daddy was coming with him. And I said, well, that's good. You know, he wanted me. He had a 3 or 4 prayer requests for me to pray about. And I said, well, I paid my tithe Sunday. I'm praying for him and Gary Bolsom. You know, Gary's having a lot of good clients, and he said he was too, but he needs me to really pray about these and these and these and these, because he needs them for something over here and over here and over here, because Larry is wanting to stay at home and not have to be on the road so much.
Well, Larry, I think, is going to try to get his kids this summer if it'll work out.
Yeah.
Like he
wants. I thought that.
He wants.
I thought that's what.
He wants to take them, not just visit.
Yeah, I know it. That's what Anthony said, and I stopped and I thought, well, for the first, according to what they told, Larry told me, I think it was Larry. No, it might be that. I don't know who told me that. Larry had told me he was planning on coming over here to see me, and that girl he was dating, that cop, was down here in Florida now.
Mm-hmm.
This was, I don't know when it was. And so today, when Anthony was talking to me, Anthony said he might look at Sean's house and buy it when he's down here, because they got that up for sale. Sean went over there the other day because they keep the yard grass cut and all of that. And the lawyer had told him this right from the get-go. He said if they go ahead and they mark that down, said they're supposed to work with it. And I heard it this week that they're bringing a bunch of lawsuits against these people that had mortgages and the banks didn't work with them. Remember how the government gave the banks money to work with them and they didn't work with them? Well, anyway, I said, you know, Sean went over there and they had his house chained up. And I said, you know, Anthony, they got that so pretty in the back. That put them, she'd work and people that made pavers. You know what pavers are?
Yep.
Well, they had paved it from one side of the swimming pool out to where he had built that arbor, that whatever you want to call it, arbor out there, and put something out there for us to sit in, and then you walked across out in the middle of the yard, and they put in, that would be the pavers going over there, a round table thing, put the picnic table. Then you walk back on the other side of the swimming pool, and there was pavers, made a back porch with the pavers. It's real pretty. And anyway, Sean said that the market had took it back over and said they're going to sell it for $79,000. I said,
wow.
I know it. And so,
our money should start.
Anyway, Anthony said he might buy it for a second home or some kind of home. When he comes down here, he's going to look into it. Don't tell him I said that, okay? Because he might have been. He might.
We should be coming into some money here soon. Rob just started. He's still working his old stuff, but now he's got his own clients. He don't have to work for someone. And they started him out his first week with over 150 jobs they have done in 6 days. And they want him to be able to take more than that.
Well,
so he's hired a few crews, and the past couple of days they've been out working. They're really good, and so just pray all keeps going well.
What I said.
Because this is the opportunity for us to come into our time, you know.
Ain't that the truth? So, well, that's what I said every time I start. And I've not got weary since your mother and my husband checked out on us.
If this pans out, Grandma, if this pans out, by the time we start getting paid, it's going to take almost 8 weeks to get our first pay. And then it'll come in weekly. But by the time we get our first pay and get this set, we should be able to sit here and do nothing other than drive around and check on workers and pull in at least $5,000 a week.
Yeah, wouldn't that be perfect?
I know. To do nothing. Just drive around and check people's jobs and send in pictures. Like, we don't even have to work anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's time you got blessed financially. That's what I said, though.
I mean, we're always having to call the moose, and it's like, why? We're capable people. We could do stuff, and yeah, maybe we need someone to help back us or help get us started, but
Well, that was sort of like when Sean and Terry didn't much want to say anything to me about what they were doing. And I knew they was doing something. You can't pray for somebody without knowing it. Anyway, when they went looking for the house, because Terry said to Sean, said, I'm not going to pay them no $4,000 a month, even though I could. I'm not going to. She said, by the time we paid that off, said there'd be so much money in that house we'd never get it out. Said I'm walking away from it. And that's what the attorney told them a year before they did it. So anyway, until I went and seen their house, Tiffany, I was I was disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
But when I went over to see the house that they have, it's even though it's not as new, it's a 10 times better built house in a good neighborhood on the water, and it's just so much nicer. It's just so much more something that, I'm glad to see Sean and his help to get back on there. If he ever gets diagnosed with sugar, he won't be able to take his pill I'm taking because you got liver problems. You ain't supposed to take it. You have liver problems, do you?
Yeah, that's my whole thing. This he didn't put me on nothing for a while, and this is the one that he could put me on that wouldn't have too much effect on my liver, the metformin.
Yeah. Well, see, because it said that on my directions, the kidneys and the liver and something like that.
That's why you got to consult your doctor, and your doctor will go through all your meds and what is going on and stuff, and decide what's best for you. But he felt this would be the safest medication I could take, being with the liver problem. So.
Yeah, because you had to have that stupid gallbladder thing. I said them doctors messed you and Sean and Vicky up worse than anybody I've ever seen in my life. He had another attack just about a week ago. He come over here and sat outside and showed Shane how to set up the flowers because I pay him for doing it. I gives Shane some pocket money. Well, anyway, he got completely sick over that, and I don't know if you remember that stuff that breaks out under his arm. It started up in Michigan, and they thought it was shingles, and it's turned out to be